Hello, my friend. My name is Jeff Burchell. I don't really have anything planned to talk about today. I have an intention that I just want to share with you, but a little bit about me, a little bit about where I come from, why I do this, and just let you get to know me a little bit better because I know that there's a lot out there, right? And the internet, it's so easy to fake things. And part of the reason I've been doing the video series I've been doing and this video challenge I'm doing is because it's hard to fake video. It's hard to fake who you are and deceive people when you're cutting raw videos like I do out in my garage or right here in my living room. As you can see, there's nothing special behind me, no fancy backdrops, no fancy lighting, just got a fluorescent light in the kitchen above me. And I'm just a real person. I'm coming to you from my home out in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I got started in internet marketing back in 2002 here in Oklahoma. I didn't grow up in Oklahoma. I grew up in Las Vegas, but I moved out here for a little bit. While I was here, I decided to dip my toe into internet marketing. At that time, things were much different than they are today. I used to build these little 3-page websites. And my first taste of success online came from a product that was a DVD to PSP converter. So it converted your DVDs into the format that played on the PlayStation Portable. I made a simple 3-page website, put in some keywords, put in my offer, my affiliate offer, and lo and behold, put it online and people bought it. And it was quite exhilarating, to be real honest. Kind of got set that hook. I was already into entrepreneurship, read Rich Dad Poor Dad back in 2001, and it completely changed my life, completely changed how I perceived money was made. But even prior to that, back when I was about 12 years old, I saw the whiteboard presentation in my living room. Some of my parents' friends came over and they were in a home business and they wheeled in the big whiteboard and started drawing on it. And I discovered at a very young age the possibility of creating a home business, creating a freedom lifestyle. And I can remember, I don't know about you, being young and the publisher clearinghouse and that brochure would come and the magazine orders would come, right? And I can remember flipping through and looking at the lifestyle, looking at the pictures of the big houses on the docks with the boats and the fancy cars. And it wasn't about the money so much because at 12 years old, you've got a fair understanding of money, but obviously nowhere close to when you hit adulthood and the realities of how important money is. And I can remember that lifestyle was always appealing to me, a freedom lifestyle. I don't mind working. In fact, I enjoy working, but I would like to be able to work on a laptop lifestyle, right? Not just the freedom lifestyle, but how nice would it be to pick up your laptop and just go anywhere in the world and still be able to conduct business? So I got started in internet marketing because that potential was there. Even though back then in 2002 I was using a big desktop computer, so it wasn't really a laptop lifestyle, but it was still a freedom lifestyle. I actually went full time with that business of creating websites and got into quite a pickle, I'll say. Back then they had these things called the auto serfs, and they were total pyramid Ponzi schemes. I had no idea what I was doing, but basically you would invest a certain amount of money, you'd buy shares, right? And you'd go in and you would surf the web, you would visit ads, or so they called them, and you would do a certain number of clicks a day, and then you earned a percentage, and over a short period of time you could earn back profits on your investment. Well, obviously that kind of thing, the money is coming from the new people feeding money in, and when that stops, the whole thing just dries up instantly. Well, I lost a crap load of money on that, hired some programmers that did me wrong and just made some really bad decisions. Ended up having to go back to work. Moved back to Las Vegas in about 2006, and by that time I'd met my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and dragged her back to Vegas, and we got married. And I went back to work for the sign company there. I come from the sign industry. Since I was 18 years old, I started at one of the largest sign companies in the world, and I started in an electronics room soldering little component boards together with the lights in it. Eventually moved out into the shop and moved into layout, drafting, and engineering, and have been in the sign business now for almost 20 years. That's what I do during the day. I do have a day job, but I've been able to create a little bit different style of life than I had as an employee, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But so over the years, during my time as being a sign guy, I've tried several different kinds of businesses, online, offline. One of my first ventures back in internet marketing was also trying to sell phone cards online. That's kind of where I got my first website and learned the basics of that 3-page style website. It was not automated at all, and it was not very productive at all. So somebody would order a phone card for me, and I'd take my phone card, because I was a phone card distributor, would put them in shops around Las Vegas, and mostly smoke shops and corner stores. And I'd take my phone card and I'd scratch the back off, and then I would type the number in on the computer and email them the number so that they could use the phone card, and then I'd mail them the card because it was a rechargeable card. Again, a huge flop. I actually joined that business because they had talked about a prepaid credit card. It would have been one of the very first prepaid like Visas that you could recharge, and that's what drew me in. But went out and tried to do the phone card thing, then got into affiliate marketing, and then got into just all kinds of different businesses from these little packets. They looked like little chew packets, that people put in their lip. They looked like little packets, but you dropped them in your bottle of water to add minerals to your water. I've done the online retail stuff. I've done the guru style, where you create products of your own. Back in, I don't even know now, 2007 or something like that, I created uglyarticlewriting.com, ugly article writing for pretty profits. And it was a book, an ebook, and a video walkthrough of how to write fast articles, because back then article marketing was really the go-to thing as far as internet marketing, back when easing articles and article submitting sites were extremely powerful in search engine rankings. You could literally just write a quick article about just about anything, stick it on one of those easings, and your article would rank on Google. So went through all that, and over the years I've bought hundreds of courses, all kinds of the push button, click, wake up tomorrow morning with traffic to your website deals, blog replicators, auto blogging. I mean, it's almost just pathetic and ridiculous how much I've tried. I've tried the paid to click sites where you go in and you click the advertisement and make a penny or a half a penny or whatever. The reason I'm sharing this, I don't look at them as failures. I look at them as learning lessons on my path to where I am today. Recently, one of my biggest disasters was I attempted to start my own sign company, not realizing that an average business costs a lot more to start than a couple $1,000s. And they say that on average, to start an offline business, a brick and mortar style business, you're looking at investing about $75,000. And I just was not prepared for that kind of capital, for that kind of the requirements that was needed to start a sign company. Got things going, got things rolling, and found out real fast that without being able to produce things on your own by relying on subcontractors, it's extremely difficult. So, you know what, I decided to just step back from that. I love the idea of entrepreneurship and owning a business, but my heart wasn't really there, because for the past 3 years, I've been working on this. I've been working on my blog. I've been working on my internet marketing, my network marketing, my direct sales business. And I didn't really want to go start a sign company. I wanted a business of my own, and I had neglected my blog and neglected the duties of my business, so it wasn't producing the results that I was looking for. So I tried to take an easy way out, and I don't know if you'd really call that an easy way out, but I tried to find an alternative method. And I think maybe there was a little bit of self-sabotage there, as I look back on it. And if I'm honest with myself, and I'm honest with you in this video, maybe I wasn't ready to do that sign business because I didn't really want to, because that's not the freedom lifestyle, right? Starting a business like that does not allow me to go to Costa Rica and sit on the beach with my laptop and run my business. I had to be here. I had to be out. I live about 35 miles from Oklahoma City. So every day I was driving to Oklahoma City and then spending literally the entire day in my car prospecting. I'll tell you one thing that was a positive and a bonus over the past few months of doing that is that I racked up some serious hours on my Audible. I probably got a college semester credit at least for the amount of listening. I mean, I broke over 100 and some hours in just a couple of months listening to Audible. So I mean, that was some good points to it, right? So today I'm an independent contractor for a little sign company down the road from us. And I don't work for them, but I'm exclusive with them. So I'm not an employee, and my wages are fully dependent on me because I'm fully commissioned. And it's up to me to create the opportunity for jobs. And I'm not to toot my horn or anything, but I've been in the sign business for a long time, and I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to what people need for signs. And I went from that drafting position, like I mentioned. I used to be a guy who sat in a dark room, never talked to customers at all, never communicated with the public at all, to now I'm the person out there meeting the customers and creating deals. And that's part of what I learned through my network marketing, internet marketing business. The business that I share with you is how to sell, because all of us are in sales. As Zig Ziglar says, if you don't believe that you're in sales, stop doing your job at work and see how long they keep you there. We are constantly selling ourselves day in and day out. When we go to a job interview, you're selling yourself to get that job, and then you got to sell yourself every day to maintain that job and maintain that position. Communication is a big part of sales, and that's what drew me to sales, was actually learning how to be a better communicator. Now I've been able to do things like, the other day I sold a $76,000 sign package. I mean, that's pretty significant. That's a pretty big chunk of money for a guy who comes from a drafting room and totally introverted, to being out there meeting people, creating opportunities for business, and then closing business. And I learned all this. I learned my skills of selling through my internet marketing business. It's really an amazing thing, because it can transfer into so many aspects of your life. It's not just about internet marketing. It's not just about building your business. If you'd like to get a promotion at your current job, if you're looking for a new job, the skills that you can learn inside this business can be applied in every single aspect of your life. If you already own a business and you just need a better web presence, this teaches us how to create a better web presence. Video marketing is so powerful these days. Everybody's got a smartphone in their pocket and no time at all. So that's why videos are just so powerful to people, and so extremely important to any kind of marketing you're doing. A little hint there, in case you're doing some type of marketing now. All of this is taught to us. And the other day, one of my mentors, one of the leaders on the team, gave us an in-depth YouTube training for free. He didn't charge us anything extra. And already I've implemented that training, and I've got videos coming up in first page results on YouTube. That stuff is powerful. That's how you make the difference. But it wasn't always easy, and it never will be. No matter what you're doing, my friend, it will never be easy. It gets easier, but in the beginning, there's always going to be a learning curve. There's always an up and down, and then things go in cycles too. And when I first started marketing and decided to turn the camera around and hit the record button, it was not easy at all for me. And being that introverted, shy person, my first videos were absolutely awful. My channel's gone. That YouTube channel's gone now, but I wish I had it so that I could pull up some of those old videos from time to time and just remind myself of how awful they really were. I promise you, if you were seeing that video, you would not have watched all the way to the end, because it was just horrible. Things take time. Things take development, and I've really worked on that personal development aspect and getting comfortable behind the camera, because I know that the vision I have for the future, the vision I have for my family, for my wife and my 2 kids, is bigger than my fear of hitting record on my phone and making a video, creating a short video. Most of my videos are only a couple minutes long, and this one a bit longer than normal, because I just wanted to share a little bit more. I wanted to talk to you a little bit more. And I can remember back how intimidating it was to make that decision to step into video marketing. But it makes a big difference, because if you've got limited time, if you've got limited resources, then you need to do things efficiently as possible. In video marketing, making a 3-minute video is so much faster than writing a 2-hour blog post. I promise you. And you're probably going to get better results these days, because video is just, and especially mobile video, is really where it's at. A lot of the stuff that I talk about, a lot of the stuff that I share on a daily basis, is directly related to what I'm learning. Part of our core commitments, we've got 8 core commitments inside the business, and half of them are devoted to personal development. One of them is to read daily. One of them is to listen to audio daily. And reading daily has absolutely changed my life. I can remember a time that I went probably 10, almost 15 years without hardly reading a book at all. Now, the first thing I do every morning after I take my shower while I'm drinking my coffee, I sit down on the couch right there and I read for 15 to 30 minutes every single day. In the past 2 years, I've probably read 50 books. And it makes an incredible impact on your life because it gives you content. A lot of people are looking at this, they're like, well, I don't know what to blog about. I don't know what to make videos about. And that's fine. Because if you're doing these core commitments that we teach you, you're going to be constantly feeding your mind with information that you can then turn around and create content with. And that's what it's all about. Is that's why the personal development is so important, because you need stuff to say if you're going to be doing video marketing. If you're going to do a 90-day video challenge, well, you've got to make 90 different videos. So you got to have good stuff to talk about, right? Or people aren't going to watch. So listening to audio daily, turning off the news, the talk radio, the bullshit that's just clouding your mind and distracting you, replace it with like I listen to books about communication in NLP, neuro linguistics programming. I listen to sales training books. I listen to Inner Circle audios. That's one of our products, Inner Circle. I download the audios and listen to those, because what I'm doing is feeding my mind with that good information, right? When you listen to audio, when you listen to a book, when you listen to a podcast, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference as if that person was sitting right there in the room with you. So think about this. Think about the fact that you can download let's say a Tony Robbins book or a Jim Rohn book or a Zig Ziglar book, and you can listen to that while you're working, while you're doing your daily activities. And as far as your subconscious mind is concerned, Tony's sitting there right next to you. Zig's sitting right next to you, having a conversation with you. That's just the way our mind works. Our subconscious mind doesn't interpret where that information's coming from. You just hear it through your audio, and it goes into your subconscious mind. And that's also how negative information works. It gets in there and just pollutes your mind, pollutes your thoughts. So you got to fill your mind with good thoughts. You got to fill your mind with good stuff, so that you have good stuff. So you have a positive outlook on life. So you have a positive attitude towards the future, because it's not always going to be ups. Sometimes there's going to be downs. In the past 3.5 years of doing this online business, I've had some incredible ups. I've had days that I've had incredible success, that I've seen my team members have incredible success. And then I've had days where it's like, what the hell happened? Somebody just flipped the off switch. And it's going to go like that from time to time. Some things to be aware of is that, it's not always up. Sometimes it's going to have little dips, and then it's going to have more dips, and then you're going to skyrocket for a bit, and then you're going to have a little bit of dip. And that's just fine. That's just the way life works, right? I mean, think about your job. Not every day is peaches and cream, right? Some days are better than others, and that's life. Life, as Jim Rohn says, is a collection of experiences in their frequency and in their intensity. And I think that's part of why I do what I do, because right now my experiences are limited to a certain area, and I want to expand that area. I want to be able to travel more, so that I can travel more frequently, right? So that I can have more of those experiences, those intense experiences, like going on cruises and sitting on beaches, and that intensity more frequently. And I know that I can do that by maintaining focus on my home business, by maintaining focus on my income producing activities, like sharing my videos and sharing my blog posts, reaching out to my email list, communicating with people. When new people join, getting on the phone and calling them and say, hey, welcome, what can I do to help? Just little things like that I neglected in the past, that I know make a big, huge difference, because there's just so much out there. Like I said a bit ago, so much fake stuff, so many scams, I think I saw the other day that something like 200 million emails a day go out that are scams. I mean, could you imagine? That number is just incredible, and that might not even be right. It might have actually been more than that. But there's a lot of stuff out there biting for your attention, and not all of it's in your best interest. What I'm sharing with you is in your best interest. because the only way I can succeed is if I help you to succeed. And if I help others to succeed, the only way you can succeed is if you help others to succeed. Now, do you see how that's like a pay it forward type deal where you've got to be involved within the paying it forward part of helping people? Because that's really what this is about is it's helping people. This is like a leadership factory, and we're not turning out a product, we're turning out leaders. Our products are all digital, that you can download them right to your computer. So that means you get a higher commission on them. That's always nice. It means you don't have to pay for shipping and handling, PVs, BVs, and all that point stuff. It's just a commission based on the rank you're at, and that the rank you're at is based on your productivity and how invested you are in your business, because there's obviously different products. I mean, I wouldn't do this all day for just a simple $7 trial. There's back end commissions to be made, and those are what transform your life and give you the ability to step into that freedom lifestyle, that laptop lifestyle, when you can go out and make $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 a day. And I'm not guaranteeing you any results. I'm not promising you anything. You can see the income disclaimer on the bottom of my page of my blog. But what I'm telling you is that it's possible. I'm telling you that there's people out there that have done it. I'm telling you that I've seen people on my own team have over $5,000 days. I've had over $3,000 days myself online, not doing anything more than putting in the daily methods of action that create results. Not by calling people. I didn't call anybody up on the phone at that time, even after they joined, and that's probably why most of them left. But I've made a commitment that, moving forward, I'm always going to reach out. I'm always going to be there for my team, because I saw what happened when I neglected. I saw what happened when I tried to stand back and not do anything, just focus on the marketing part. There's also the helping part, and that's important. The being a part of the team, of being a part of other people's success is important. And that's why I do this. That's why I share these videos, because I want to inspire you. I want to motivate you to just take action in your life, to just take the next step, to try it out for yourself. And that's why we do the trial offer, because I know that this is not for everybody. I know that there's a lot of people out there that would like to take a look inside and see if it is for them. And that's the whole purpose of a trial offer, right? And if it's not for you, that's perfectly fine too. There's a no questions asked, money back guarantee, because we understand that there are certain people that just want to kind of kick the tires, open the hood and take a peek inside, but they don't necessarily want to go for a drive. Maybe they're just not ready. Maybe they're not to a point in their life where they've suffered enough with the other crap out there, and they want to keep trying that other stuff. And that's fine. And we'll be here when you're ready to come back and actually make a difference in your marketing and in your business online. And it's possible. It's truly possible. The business has done the company has done over $180 million in sales. So it's not a fly by night. That's commissions paid out to other people like me, people like you. When you make the decision, are the ones who are the beneficiaries of that money that's paid out in commissions. The other nice part about, like I said, no products that have to ship. When you can download it, your cost is a lot less. Therefore, that's more commissions for us. And that's a win-win-win-win situation, if you ask me. So it's the business itself is simple. Here's the problem. The problem is you're going to get stuck in your head. You're going to be all excited. You're going to hit the join button. You're going to put in your information. You're going to put in your credit card information. You're going to be pumped up and you're going to be ready to go. And you're going to get inside and you're going to realize that it's going to take some work. You're going to realize, oh, there's more to it than just clicking a button, because there really is no such thing as a click a button and get rich thing. And when that happens, you're going to start hearing little chatter. You're going to start hearing little voices going on in the back of your head saying that you're not good enough, that this isn't for you, that this is too complicated, and I want you to stop all of that noise. I want you to realize that we all go through that. I want you to realize that I went through it, that the six-figure earners and on my team, my upline, have gone through it, that everybody goes through that at some point in their life with a home business, because it's just our programming from the time we're a child to going through school and the social influences that are in our life program us to look for a job, to look for a paycheck, to look for trading hours for dimes, right? And in reality, that's not what we need to do. That's not a necessity for everybody. Some of us can choose to put in some effort and let that work compound over time to create a pipeline of income that's coming back to us whether we're there or not. And if you're not aware of what passive income is, you need to become aware of what passive income is, because that's what will set you free. The new rich isn't about having millions of dollars in your bank account. The new rich is about having enough passive income to support your lifestyle, no matter what that lifestyle is. Maybe your lifestyle is you want to start a ranch. Okay, well, you need money to do that. Maybe your lifestyle is you want, like me, that you want to travel and experience the beaches of the world. Well, a passive income is what can provide that lifestyle. And that's powerful, because we can't take it with us, right? We can have all the property and houses and doodads and knickknacks that you could ever imagine. But in the end, what's going to be more important? The experiences and the intensity of those experiences, or stuff on the shelf? Personally, I want to see my kids smile as they're running down the beach. I want to see my son excited as he's scuba diving the first time. I want to see my daughter just thrilled out of her mind as she's swimming with dolphins. I want to see my wife happy as she's sitting on the deck of a cruise ship with a drink in her hand. Those are the kind of experiences that I'm looking forward to. Those are the kind of experiences that I'm working towards. That's what's possible, and I know it's possible when I do the work that I need to do right here. Share who I am, share what I'm doing, and invite you to click a link right below a video. My name is Jeff Burchell. Click that link, make a decision today, get access to the video on the other side of that link so that you can see exactly how it works, what it takes, and how it's possible for you too. Again, my name is Jeff Burchell. I enjoyed speaking to you today. Thank you for your time. Click that link right now, and we'll be in touch real soon. Have a great day.